Kudzu.
Bless you.
Kudzu?
Yeah, for centuries, Asian herbalists have suggested,
Kudzu.
bless you, to reduce alcoholism and drunkenness.
Hey, it's a cure for the hangover.
It helped normalizes blood pressure with 100 times the antioxidant activity of vitamin E.
Purin.
Purin also helps prevent heart disease and cancer. Antioxidants are...
Antioxidants. Your omega-3s and your fatty acids.
Yeah.
Antioxidants are substances
that neutralize cell-damaging oxygen molecules known as free radicals. Okay. Moving on. In the news, according to Coast, bad boys can blame behavior on their hormones. Out-of-control boys facing spells of detention in anti-social behavior orders can now blame it on the hormone or the stress hormone called cortisol.
Of course, once again, boys have a reason. Girls have a wandering uterus.
Well, this is according to new scientific research that boys, adolescent boys that are going through puberty, they could be having a deficiency in the cortisol hormone. Okay.
But, as always, do not take this as,
I'm not an expert at cortisol, please. Go to coasttocoastam.com to find out more information and read the entire article.
And also make sure that your child, your son, just is not misbehaved as well.
Also, according to Coast, do we live in a giant cosmic bubble? If the notion of dark energy sounds improbable, get ready for an even more outlandish suggestion. Earth may be trapped in an abnormal bubble of space-time that is particularly void of matter.
Well, we have dark matter, which is neither here nor there, so...
The area that I know of that is particularly void of matter is the area between your ears. Okay, let's go on to the next.
That was not rehearsed.
According to Coast, it is snowing on Mars. I'm not lying, and this is not a weather report. It is snowing on Mars.
Snowing what, though, is the question.
Scientists studying the coded signals from the lander Phoenix on the planet's Arctic Circle detected the snow falling, light from the clouds drifting across the sky from 2.5 miles from above the spacecraft. They are water crystals. It is snowing on Mars.
So it's not ash, it's not acid, it's actual snow.
It is snowing on Mars. Okay. And according to...
we have water, people! We have water!
We have discovered water on Mars.
Above Mars, 2 miles.
You know, for 30 years we studied the equator where we know it was a barren, dead, nothing could live there area. It took us 30 years to get to the ice caps of Mars, where we knew the terrain was much different and could contain water molecules. But it took us 30 years, and the threat of communist countries actually getting into space before we went and actually found water.
If we are there.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother conspiracy. Who knows if we even went to the moon. Okay, moving on. According to Coast, sunspot, hurricane link proposed. Controversial research hints that solar cycles affect cyclone intensity. A new study suggests that more sunspots mean less intense hurricanes on Earth. But many hurricane experts are cool on that idea, meaning they're not warming up to it yet. And continuing on with this sunspot story, because I talked about it last week, per earthfiles.com, there was a new sunspot observed on the sun for one particular day. On that one particular day, Josephine, Gustav, and Ike all started in the Atlantic Ocean, and it intensified after that. In the Pacific Ocean, there were typhoons that all started on that particular day. In the Indian Ocean, that one day there was that sunspot. But now, no sunspots
Several
again.
storms
And once
were
again,
created.
the Atlantic Ocean is quiet. Sun has that much power over us, huh?
Just as much as the moon, just as much as gravity.
Now exactly.
The sun is our generator.
Now exactly
Without
what
the sun, life on Earth as we know it would not exist.
Now what is a sunspot again exactly?
It's a
storm
on
the sun.
the surface
The
of the sun.
darkening, I mean, when you look at the sun, there's a darkening spot on the sun. And they
Odd-shaped, darker brown in color. It's just a
special, if you read up on it,
cooler spot.
it is actually. It's a cooler spot. The gases build up and it's like, it burps. And different forms of gases come bubbling up to the surface.
And it's actually a cool spot on the surface of the sun.
Now we're going to go into my news segment.
Which is different from solar flares.
Called